welcome to Up Missoula.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I hope you all had a great weekend and got to get out there and do some fun stuff. I hope people went to Zoo Fest. Did you guys get to do anything fun this weekend?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just went out, had a good time.
You know, it was Maggot
Here and
Fest this
there.
weekend.
I talked to a bunch of veterans this weekend. So
Oh, nice. How was
they
that?
had the veterans went on the last Big Sky honor flight this week.
That's
weekend,
right,
so
yeah.
It's pretty interesting. Three
That is-
veterans, so.
That is interesting. Yeah, one of my mom's really good friends' dad was a war veteran from like World War II, and he went on too. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it was the last honor flight for World War II veterans. Now they're going to transition to Vietnam and Korean War veterans, and I think the honor flights are going to be going out of the Missoula airport. So.
Nice.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That is great. That's so exciting.
The honor flights for World War II were going out of Billings, Logan airports, but now they're going to be hopefully going out of Missoula. So yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. And as you saw in the beginning of our show, we're going to be doing a From the Vault. So we have a little thing, From the Vault.
From the vault.
And I got a little thing that basically speaks for itself. It's basically about Missoula's opposition towards the Operation Desert Storm in '91.
Wow.
It's really intense. You'll like this, Josh.
Good evening. Welcome to City Limits. This program is now 1 hour long, and for good reason. Thanks to the facilities of the University of Montana Telecommunications Center, we'll be able to take your phone calls tonight. Of the Jeanette Rankin Peace Resource Center, and Charlie Brown, District 5 Commander of the American Legion. On last month's program, we said the topic of tonight's show would be winter sports in Missoula. We'll deal with that subject next month. But the war is a dominating factor in our lives tonight, and we should spend an hour together talking about it.
More than 2,000 people gathered at the University of Montana Main Hall. They were there to share mixed emotions for the country and for its troops in the Persian Gulf, all waiting for the United Nations deadline.
What do we want? When do we want it?
They continued the rally across campus and over the footbridge, blocking traffic on Broadway until all 2,000 people arrived on the lawn of the courthouse. The demonstrators spoke, prayed, and sang. Many would stay on the lawn, hoping for an 11th hour agreement that would avoid war. But the deadline came and went. Late in the afternoon of the 16th, America was at war.
As of 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Operation Desert Storm forces were engaging targets in Kuwait and Iraq.
There have been peace demonstrations all day in the Missoula area, and we had heard rumors that they were going to try and disrupt this game tonight. And you can see the police, or extra security here in Missoula, are taking now. Now we've got potatoes being hurled at these well-meaning men and women. They are being forcibly removed from the court. The crowd is chanting USA, and we have a very, very disturbing situation here, Terry. At the start of this game, this country is in a full-scale war in the Persian Gulf, and we certainly...
Well, I think while we all hope for peace, and certainly right now the best way to get our folks home and to get peace is to support those folks who are over there in the Gulf.
These pictures were played on television stations across the U.S., and actions of the university students in the die-in, as well as the reaction of the police officers, were both praised and criticized. Montana's peace marchers were from Missoula, Helena, and surrounding towns. After 2 days of demonstrations and workshops, and despite a 24-hour ride home, the peace activists' spirits were high as they came off the bus. Coalition leader Jim Parker said the size of the demonstration, communication in the workshops, and lack of negative response to protests show that there is public support for their movement.
Military aggression. So it really reaffirms our commitment to what we're doing in a real strong way, in a real positive way. And we want to be able to share that with the people up here.
Hey, regardless of what your feelings are concerning this situation, we are all Americans. Let's show our support to the families and those people themselves, whether they want to be there or not, or whatever, that we hope that they'll come back safe and unharmed.
Well, there you go. We'll have that video online for everybody to view the whole entire story of how it unfolded about our involvement in Missoula's involvement in protests and all that stuff involving the Operation Desert Storm.
Yeah,
but for right now, we're talking about a carousel for Missoula.
Yeah, Teresa Cox is here from a carousel for Missoula. And Teresa, so I hear you have a fundraiser coming up this week. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We have a tribute to Victor Borgia and so much more. It's pretty much a one-woman show done by Adrienne Dussault. Adrienne has lived here, was born here. She went off and did some cruise ship entertaining, and she's just absolutely fabulous. Music, comedy, improv. Nice. It's pretty much a one-woman show, but she has some special guests coming. She is just fabulous. She did the show back in September this show will be at the MCT Center for the Performing Arts as she did back in September. The show sold out. So it's really important for people to get their tickets now, or they'll be disappointed as they were back in September.
How can people get their tickets?
The tickets are available through MCT, so they can go to mctinc.org or 728-7529, which is 728-PLAY.
Like just a second ago, you were asking me if I was in MAME?
Yes, I was, because we've been in shows together.
Right.
I met Adrienne when we were in MAME together.
Oh, she's the one.
She's the one.
She's
she was
really
MAME.
talented.
She's very talented.
Oh, yeah.
I was this little tiny bit part in the back. But I was just always impressed with not only her talent, but also her generosity and her just warmth.
I loved her comedic timing. It was just great.
Yeah.
And when is this show?
This show is this Thursday.
This Thursday, what time?
From 7:30 to 9. She promises you'll be out in an hour and a half, although she will leave you wanting more. There's also a VIP reception from 6:30 to 7:30.
Okay.
So the general seating tickets are $25 because it is a fundraiser.
Of course.
If you want to come to the VIP reception, which is champagne and desserts from Bernice's Bakery, that's a $50 ticket, and we'll rope off some of the better, all the seats are good at MCT, but we'll rope off some of the better seats for the people who buy the $50 tickets and come to the reception.
Nice.
Great.
That sounds exciting.
We do have some sponsors for the event. So Western Montana Clinic Pediatrics and Pediatric Cardiology are our main sponsor. Romer's Tire is a sponsor, and then the Badlander and Summit Beverage are helping with the reception beverages. And the Badlander will also have beverages available in the lobby for other people who come to the show, even if they haven't bought the $50 tickets.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
And this is going to be on this Thursday.
This Thursday, the 15th.
Wow.
And it really is important to get your tickets, because we're afraid if you don't, you might miss the show. I'm going to go get mine today.
Yeah, you get your tickets as soon as possible, because it's very you snooze, you lose.
That's right.
One question I had was, what exactly does Carousel for Missoula do in the community?
That's a really good question. People know us as the place where you go and have carousel rides, or you can browse through the gift shop, or in the summertime have something from the concession stand. We also take care of Dragon Hollow. We are in charge of building Dragon Hollow. We don't get any money for it, but we maintain Dragon Hollow. Parks and Rec we gave the playground to the city, mostly for insurance purposes, but we maintain the right and the responsibility to take care of it. So we take care of and pay for the repairs and maintenance of Dragon Hollow. We also do, every year we give about 10,000 free tokens to places like Watson's and the youth homes to use for their clients. And anyone with a disability is always welcome to ride for free, a physical or mental disability. We also have a lot of events each year. We have the Fairy Tale Festival at the end of July, where kids dress up as their favorite fairy tale character or a superhero and come down and do a bunch of activities, and that's free for the kids because of the sponsors we have. We do Haunted Hollow in October, so we make Dragon Hollow scary for a few nights, and that's a lot of fun. We do Santa's Breakfast, just a lot of things that we do. The community was so gracious and generous when we built the carousel at Dragon Hollow that we do as much as we can to give back to the community. And we do have the opportunity for sponsorship for some of those events, so if businesses want to contact me, I'd be happy to talk to them about that.
Karis Park has such a rich history.
Yes.
It was all underwater at one time as well.
Yes,
At some of the old photos, they had to build up the whole island. The whole entire thing was completely underwater.
And when we built the carousel, we had to do core digging because a lot of that area is just junk covered up with dirt.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
When was it covered in water?
Oh, man. Long time ago. When the
Yeah.
Wilma was first made, because back in the day, low sanitary, they just push all the trash outside the window.
That's right,
and
yeah.
go to the river.
And people would back their cars down the ramp and just dump trash out of the back of their cars.
And we were the Garden City.
Yeah. We were the garbage city. Now we're the Garden City.
Oh, good.
But yeah, we have a lot to look forward to this Thursday, MCT's big show.
Yep.
7:30, and it's at MCT Theater. Before you go, I just wanted to mention that it's Kids Day on May 24th. It's a carousel for Missoula's 19th birthday.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, every year on our birthday, which is the Saturday Memorial Day weekend, we do free rides all day. So from 10 to 7, everyone's invited down to come on down and have free rides at the carousel and join us for a lot of fun and help us celebrate.
Yeah.
Great. Well, is there anything else?
Well, I have another question. What's your favorite horse?
My favorite horse is Silver because Silver is my horse. When we built the carousel, people were allowed to adopt a horse. You could say what it was going to look like and give it a name.
Oh, nice.
So my husband grew up on a ranch outside of Great Falls, and he raised this colt and rode it all the time that he was home. And he used to bring me sweet peas when we were going out, so there's sweet peas on the saddle.
Oh, cute.
And then we have 3 kids, Jason, Jessica, and Jamie, so there's Jays on the saddle, and we have a grandson named Pierce, and now there's a little P on the saddle.
Cute. Wow. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so all
really
the horses have great stories like that.
Yeah.
And all the horses are time capsules. People don't know that either, but when they were built, because of the way the middle part goes together, there's a cavity inside, so there's newsletters, pictures, stories, all sorts of great stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's
we have a
cool.
documentary DVD that we did here that's available for sale in the gift shop that tells all these stories.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Cool.
Well, anything else before you go?
No, I just really appreciate the opportunity to come and talk to you guys and tell everybody about Adrian's show, which is going to be fabulous and nobody's going to want to miss it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Adrian's show is again, it's at 7:30 this Thursday at MCT Theater, so you should check it out.
Yep.
Great.
She's done stuff like MAME.
Yep.
And what is MAME?
MAME is a show.
Based in the 20s, the roaring 20s, through the Depression, and all great.
Great Broadway show.
Oh, yeah.
She just nailed it when she did it.
Super talented.
Very, very talented and generous and just a wonderful, warm person.
And her tickets are $25?
$25 for general seating, $50 if you want that champagne and those desserts.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on,
Appreciate it.
Teresa.
All right, we'll be right back right after this.
Why is clean air important to you? I like to be outside. It's nice to be able to breathe.
My parents are getting very old and they're having a hard time breathing as is.
So I can see the stars at night.
Look at what we have.
Everything needs clean air.
Can you tell me why clean air is important to you?
I need it.
You just flat out feel better when you're breathing clean, fresh air.
So when I breathe in, I don't know, I feel like kind of this sense of like, it's in you.
I like to have my lungs filled with clean air rather than a bunch of car exhaust.
If you're not breathing, you're not here.
And would you be willing to pay a penny per gallon of gasoline to save 2,500 lives per year?
I sure would.
All right. Would you give a penny?
I'll give a penny.
Yes, I would. Here you go.
Yes. Would you give a penny to save 2,500 lives per year?
Most definitely.
Absolutely, I would pay a penny more.
Yes.
All right.
I would. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Most certainly.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Would you be willing to pay a penny more?
You bet.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yes, I would, hands down.
Hey, welcome back. That was from the American Lung Association. And now Noelle has a whole bunch of stuff to talk about in terms of events.
A whole bunch. Okay, well, first I'm going to start off with weather because weather is very important. So today there is It's going to be sunny. The high of 61, so that's really nice. Tonight it's going to be mostly clear. It says a low of 33. And tomorrow is going to be partly sunny with a high of 68. And that's pretty much how the rest of the week looks. Like Wednesday is high of 73. Thursday, high of 78. Friday, high of 75. And it's just going to be sunny. So that's hopefully everyone gets their finals done early, or else maybe studies outside. Because I know the sun really distracts me when I'm trying to do responsible things. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be gone with that nip in the air soon.
I know, there was frost on my car this morning.
Yeah, mine too. It's so cold for May. Montana is just surprisingly cold.
It is, I know it is. Our weather's so schizophrenic in the summer, or spring, whatever time of year it is right now.
Then it's just going to get brutally hot.
Yeah, and then it's just going to get so hot.
And everything's just going to catch on fire.
Yep. Great.
My water caught on fire last year.
Well, that wasn't good.
That's not good at all.
That's why you probably shouldn't put gasoline in your water. Yeah.
You know, I live on the edge.
Do you have a fracking site on your property or something?
He lives on a fracking site.
Oh, I rent from a fracking site.
Yeah.
Responsibly renting. Anyways.
Okay. Anyway, back to events. Okay, so this evening, as always, every Monday from 5 to 7 at the Top Hat Lounge, they will be playing live recorded shows of the Grateful Dead. These videos will be from the 60s through the 90s, and it's all ages and a free event. Yeah, so this is every Monday. And also the Top Hat has a really good happy hour on Monday. I think it's Mondays. But yeah, it's pretty decent. Go check it out. Cool. It starts from 4 to 6 on Mondays. Is happy hour for the Top Hat.
Yeah, I like the raspberry hummus. It's it looks like huckleberry ice cream, but then it's oh, it's hummus. Oh, it's hummus.
Oh yeah. I went there a couple weeks ago and I got my meal would have been $15, but it was $7.
Oh yeah.
Pretty reasonable. Nice. Yeah, and they have Grateful Dead, and they have movies and stuff like that. Yeah, Top Hat is doing some good stuff. Also, this evening is called Be the Power, Balanced View Open Meetings, this sounds really interesting. It's at Burton Street Bistro, which is next to the food co-op, on the west side. It goes from 6:30 to 7:45, and this is a grassroots collaborative movement that empowers people all around the world to be a potent benefit. Cheyenne Rivers will lead this, and you can go to www.balancedview.org for more information. So yeah, that's gonna be kind of cool. Sounds pretty interesting. Yeah. And then this evening at 7 p.m. is Bonner Milltown Community Council.
So come on down and say hi to me because I'm filming it.
Are you? You're going to be at Bonner? Yeah. Well, they've got some good discussion topics today. This will be at Bonner School Library. Scott will be there. Yeah. And this is a monthly meeting. Today there will be guest speakers from the Aluminum Company of Maine who will talk about their Bonner facility for manufacturing aluminum trailers. Discussion also includes any issues from the March snowmelt and flooding, and updates on the Milltown State Park, updates for community trails, and the Stimson site PCB cleanup. So we've got some very interesting things going on at the Milltown Bonner Community Council. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check that out. Also, tonight at the Top Hat is movie night. This starts at 8 p.m. This is after the Grateful Dead shows. It's free, all ages, and tonight's movie is about Thelonious Monk. It's his documentary, Thelonious Monk, Straight and No Chaser. And yeah, Thelonious Monk is awesome. And to see a documentary, it's going to be pretty cool. And it's free. So that's tonight at the Top Hat. Up next, we've got Tuesday events. Oh, excuse me. So Tuesday, Cold Stone Creamery is having a benefit for Missoula Aging Services. This will be tomorrow from 4 to 7. 20% of the purchases will be donated to Missoula Aging Services, and this benefit is every second Tuesday of the month. So support our seniors and the services that they get. Yeah. Go get ice cream tomorrow. Also, Zootown Arts Community Center, which always has a lot of fun stuff going on, which is on the north side, located next to the Kettle House. From 6 to 8, you can make a domino or Scrabble pendant. It's $20 or free for members, and I actually I'm going to show you guys a little domino that people have made. Can you? Yeah. You can make that.
Wow.
I know. It's really cute. And so $20, but if you're a member, it's free. So check that out. That sounds like it's gonna be fun. The Zach always has really great art things going on. It would be fun to be a member. Also, so at MCT at 7 p.m. tomorrow night is Crossing Boundaries, Musings on Back in the Backcountry. And I'll read the event page for you guys. So presented by the Shining Mountains chapter of Montana Wilderness Association, Jennifer Smith and Scott Friskix have created a collaborative performance piece that celebrates the wilderness experience through the interacting artistic voices of solo viola music and creative writing. The piece is the product of the performer's residency in the Bob Marshall Wilderness as part of the Artist Wilderness Connection program. Throughout their words and music, Jennifer and Scott explore the meaning of wilderness in contemporary society while offering a glimpse of the many ways in which wilderness and civilization give definition and meaning to one another through their mutual interaction. Yeah, so that is this evening. It is at MCT, 7 p.m. So check that out. That's going to be really cool, really interesting. Yeah. Also, tomorrow evening is African dance class at the Senior Center from 7 p.m. to 8:30. It's $10 per class or $35 for 4 weeks. This is presented by the Unity Dance and Drum, and they've got Taran Reem as the dance leader. Yeah, and they also have other live musicians, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, they always
at
have
the
a
Senior Center. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just need a heart. But
Yeah.
the Unity Dance, they always have a great thing going on for the first Friday. I mean, not first Friday, I mean first night
Do
Missoula.
they?
They always have something going on
Yeah.
there, which is great, and there was a huge involvement in the community.
A lot of fun, yeah. And then also tomorrow evening, there will be music at the Badlander and the Top Hat Lounge. And you can check out MissoulaEvents.net to find out about any more events and more information on any of the events I've talked about. Yeah, so those are the events for today and tomorrow.
Very nice.
Well, I'm going to breeze through Meg's real quick, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Let's go through that.
So there's 3 programs that are going to be on MCAT tonight that I do want to talk about. One of them is, the first one is the League of Women Voters, and they're going to be talking about homelessness in Montana and mostly how it impacts families. That's the big thing. And that's going to be on at 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday. The next one is Bonner School in the past.
I don't know why all the discipline always comes up. It's slapping you on the hand for being okay. Now, I bet a lot more people remember Vandergrift's paddle.
So this is this Memoirs of Bonner School, panel discussions, stories about Bonner, and he remembers back in the day about how, life was getting disciplined by the old paddle.
That sounds horrifying.
Yeah. Child abuse, maybe.
I know,
these days.
That was child abuse.
Well, as it loads, I got the beach ball of death on my Mac, but for right now, I'm going to talk a little bit about, let's see. Ooh, I guess it's just automatically closed. But regardless of that, I just want to talk, I was hopefully going to show a scholarship benefit recital with Deborah Dewey, and that was going to talk about a pianist, and I was going to show a nice piano piece that she was playing while I transition into Josh's segment, which I'll do right now. Josh, you have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to stay and watch MCAT, you can watch these wonderful programmings that are happening on Monday and Tuesday, but also you can stay in and watch the live broadcast.
Feed. Yeah. Yeah, so City Council, there's a preview of City Council this week, so let me just take a look at City Council, unless you want to show that now, Scott, or?
Nah.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right.
Here you go.
So City Council is happening tonight, and we can swap up. So City Council's happening tonight, and it's happening, let's see here. Happening tonight at 7 p.m. at 140 West Pine Street, and if you want to give your input, I should say, go there, and public comment always happens near the beginning of the meeting. And basically, tonight at City Council, they're going to do approval of the minutes. They're going to do a schedule of committee meetings, which we can look at a schedule of the committee meetings happening this week. Let me pull that up. So here's a schedule of the committee meetings, and it looks like there's a bunch of committee meetings happening on Wednesday. Make that a little bit bigger for you guys at home. And so, yeah, there's going to be a Public Works, Admin and Finance, Land Use and Planning, Parks and Conservation, and Budget Committee. And as you can tell, there's a lot going on in each meeting, and you can look it up on Missoula's website. Right here, you go to Missoula's website, cimissoula.mt.us. You can just type in City of Missoula or Missoula in Google, and this will be the first thing on your browser. And this is where we go to see all of our city council stuff, and it's a really great resource. But
you can watch old meetings.
Yeah, old meetings.
If you miss any, you just have to go onto this website. Boom, you can watch it.
Yep. And so. Yeah, this is a great resource, and this is where we get our info. And so what's happening next is the consent agenda tonight, and they're going to approve the Riverfront Neighborhood Council bylaws. And really what this is the Riverfront neighborhood team. So the Riverfront represents the old historical West Side District, the California Street, and Caris Park and down there. So basically it's just they're going to be talking about the Riverfront neighborhood team, and then here's a 44 ranch subdivision, so that's just about ranch subdivision, and then here's some ordinances that they're going to recommend. So that's the consent agenda, and then they're also going to talk about the budget, so that's always important, and comments from city staff, agencies, boards, commissions, authorities, and the community forum. Communications from the mayor, general comments of city council. The committee reports, they show the committee reports on the agenda, but the committee reports don't happen until the actual committees happen, which is going to be on Wednesday, which we'll talk about that later on this week. And so that's about it. There's new business items to be referred. Again, those are all going to happen this Wednesday later on in the week. And then there's miscellaneous communications, petitions, reports, and announcements, and then the city council meeting will adjourn. So, pretty exciting stuff happening this week. That's city council for tonight, and we'll have more of it for you on Wednesday's show.
Yeah, all very important.
Very important stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I am stalling while I get up ready, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, we have summer camps coming up this summer, and we still have open spots for some of you kids out there, or parents of kids who just sent your kids off and are watching the show, luckily for us. We have a MCAT summer camp, and the first camp is June 16th through the 20th, and that's media camp. That's a beginners camp. Animation camp follows that July 7th through the 11th, where we teach kids how to use stop animation, use green screens, great stuff. And then movie making camp for more of our advanced kids who know how to work together for a single goal of making a movie, and that's July 28th through August 1st. But we've had overflow in the past, and we've dealt with it. We've added another camp. We did 2 animation camps last year.
Cool. Did you?
And who knows, we might do another.
Can you tell us a little bit more what goes on in media camp and animation camp?
No, I'm just kidding. But we are running out of time. We have about a minute left. I'll just kind of talk a little bit about it. We have 12 spots now. We have myself, Noel, and a couple other people getting involved with summer camps to help mold your children into filmmakers.
Yeah.
And that's great, because if you have a kid at home or know of a kid that like your neighbor kid or whatever, is interested in making movies and just in the backyard, playing with puppets or whatever. Because that was my thing.
Is there an age limit?
There is. It's from 9 to 13.
Okay, 9 to 13. Okay, makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then it's $100 for registration.
$100 seems
for a whole entire week.
Yeah, for a whole entire week.
I think that's
4 hours a day. Just great opportunity. And be sure to check us out on our Facebook page, where you can find all the content that you saw here today. But I just got to say, thank you guys for joining me this morning. Thanks for waking up. I hope you guys had a great weekend, because I sure did. For Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramp.
I'm Josh Menny.
And I'm Noelle McAvoy. Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you Wednesday morning.